Hey there, welcome to Shit Show Saturdays. I'm broke. Yet again, I'm in my car. I think that I just like filming in my car because like I had time this week and I'm like, oh, I should film a video, and I'm like, nah, I'd rather do it while I'm driving. So, hi. It is Rant week, and my rant today is about work. I just got off work. So yeah, I want to rant about work. I work in a pizza place at the moment. Kind of hate it, but like it's not the worst thing in the world, but oh my god. Girl. So basically, let me just go into like the worst thing about having a job is customers and people. I swear, working with hungry people and like being around hungry people all the time is the absolute worst. Like, you fuck one thing up and all these people are like, oh my god, like everyone is hangry. Everyone. Even if you think they're not, they are. Okay, so I'm gonna also tell little stories throughout this, and it's just like gonna be more of my rant. But basically, so I work at a pizza place, and there was this lady on the phone ordering her pizza, and you know how when you call a pizza place, you have to like put in, you pay, and you want a delivery and you pay with your card. A lot of the time you have to pay, like you have to give, like read them your credit card numbers and all that. So this lady was doing that, and I could barely hear her, and I kept telling her, I'm really sorry, man. She worked at the factory down the road. So I kept telling her like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't hear you, that you have loud machinery behind you. Is there any way you could step outside for a couple seconds? And she's like, no, I can't. You can hear me just fine. I'm like, no, bitch, I really fucking can't hear you just fine. But anyway, so she was like pissed off at life for whatever goddamn reason. She's reading me her credit card numbers, and it gets declined. So I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am, your card was declined. Would you like me to try the numbers again? Because sometimes like it is the numbers being wrong. And again, I couldn't hear her very well, so I put in her numbers again, and it didn't work again. The same message. So I'm like, I'm sorry, would you like to try it one more time, or try a different card, or pay cash? What would you like to do? She goes, listen, bitch, my card's not declined. Or my card is not getting declined. And I'm like, yeah, girl, it is. And she's like, all right, I'll read these to you one more damn time. And I'm like, okay, like, we don't need to be this pissy. Like, let's just read the fucking card numbers. So she's like, all right, are you ready? And I'm like, she's fucking screaming at this point. And I'm like, yes, ma'am, I'm ready. Like, because I was being respectful as fuck because I am a nice ass person. She's like, all right, so it's 3, you got that? 3, 2, as in 2. And I'm just like, oh my god, it's going to be like this. Mind you, this is already like a 6-minute phone call. Most of the phone calls that I take, 30 seconds, 1 minute. Like, 2 minutes is a long phone call. I'm on the phone for like 7 minutes with this lady. So, she's reading the numbers. She's like, 2 as in 2. And then she goes, 6 as in 6, like the devil. And I'm like, whoa, the fuck? Like, she said 6 as in 6, like the devil. Like, no. I was like, I tried I could not. She was a bitch. Like, she just sucked. And I told my manager, because she made me grab a manager, because again, her card was declined. And again, when my manager took her order, her card was declined. So she just paid with cash. Wasting my damn time. But anyway, so yeah, that was that. Customers fucking suck. Like, yeah, there are some nice people out there, but like, them bad ones really stick out. Like, I'm gonna remember her forever. I'm gonna remember you, girl. I'm gonna remember you, Sheila. Coworkers. So, most of my coworkers are great. Love them. They're a hoot and a holler. Like, we a team. So, I'm just gonna tell you horror stories of people that I worked with that was just like, how did this happen? So, this one instance, this man was probably like 40, 45, so like an adult. And I was not there this day, but this was his first day on the job. And my brother was there. But it was his first day, and he had worked at other pizza places before in his life. And so the way that we make the food is like, so say like we have potato skins, right, at where I work. So you put the potato skins on the pan, put them through the oven one time, and then put cheese on them when they go through a second time to melt the cheese and to make them extra crispy and like good shit. So I guess there was something that needed cheese when it goes through the oven, when we spin it. Like, that's what we call it when we put something through the oven twice. Okay, cool. So my boss, my manager, told this guy, hey, grab a cup of cheese and can you give me a cup of cheese? Basically, or something like that. Like, give me a cup of cheese, put a cup of cheese at the oven. I think that's what he said. Put a cup of cheese at the oven. Which meant the counter where the person taking things out of the oven has everything. So this 40-year-old words have been really hard. This 40-year-old man took a cup of cheese, put it on the oven, let it go all the way through, like went through the oven. Like, oven's a conveyor belt system, so it went all the way through it. Like this 475 degree oven, whatever. Like, in a plastic bowl. So it melted, cause like fucking no shit, it's a plastic bowl. I swear. Oh my god. Another complaint that I have about work. This is not for my current job. This was my first job ever at a pizza place. I did not have an interview for this job. My brother worked at this pizza place. He also didn't have an interview. Okay, let me back up. The owner of this pizza place was friends with my cousin in high school. They were on like sports teams together. They just like, they were straight chilling. They were buddies. So when my brother needed a job, my cousin called his buddy up and was like, yo, can you hook my cousin up with a job? And he's like, hell yeah, like we need people, come on in. He's hired, don't need an interview, like he can start on Monday, what's the number? Like, got a job instantly. A couple months into my brother working there, I turned 16 and I'm like, damn, I need a job. I wanted a job. So they asked me, the owner asked my brother to ask me if I wanted a job. And I'm like, sure, why not? So I got the job, and on the very first day, I walk in, and I'm like, hi, I'm Alicia, it's my first day, I'm here to get trained. And there's like two of them working there, and they look at each other and they're like, did you know about this? No. Did you? No. So nobody fucking knew I was coming, so they just trained me for an hour. That's all the training that I got. An hour. But like, neither of them had ever trained anyone, so they didn't know what they were doing. So, yeah. That was my first day. And my last day, well, the day that I put in my 2 weeks notice, because this job was just in general, this workplace had awful communication between like the owner and the employees, and just like, owner to employees, because he just didn't give a shit. So, yeah. And so it was our last day. So I worked at this place and we had 22-inch pizzas, which is huge. Like a normal large pizza is about 16 inches wide, like diameter. This was 22. So really fucking big. And they took a long ass time to make. Took a long time to make. We had to put them through the oven a couple of times. Like, it was a long process. So somebody called in about a couple days before, and had said that they wanted 12 of those 22-inch pizzas. 12. Because they were having a huge event, whatever. And basically, I answered the phone, and it went like this. Hi, this is whatever the fuck her name was. I have the order for the 12 22-inch pizzas at 6 o'clock. Mind you, it is 5:30. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And she's like, yeah, I have the order for 12 22-inch pizzas or something like that. And I'm like, I'm sorry, we don't have that order. Are you sure you're calling the right store? And she's like, no, I know I am. I talked to this person and this person. Well, the first person she talked to was the manager, and the second person she talked to was the fucking owner. So she talked to them. So I got off the phone and went to my manager that was working, which was a different manager than the one that she had talked to. And I'm like, hey, did you know anything about this? And she's like, whoa, no, I didn't. So she went on the phone and talked to her. And sure enough, like, she did talk to the owner and the manager, because she told us what day she called, about what time, and damn straight they were both there. So that was rough. So we had to nobody fucking said anything. So we busted our asses, me and my manager, because it was just us working in. We hired a delivery driver. We busted our asses and got these 12 22-inch pizzas made in probably 45 minutes. And that's a fucking miracle, honestly. My delivery driver took it and we're like, go as fast as you can. Like, she's really, this is late for her. Like, our communication fucking sucks, so she has to wait for 20 extra minutes to get it there, which no, it's not a big deal, but when you call a week in advance, you expect it to be there on time, because you called a fucking week in advance, so this wouldn't happen. So my delivery driver got there, and the lady gave him a really big tip. I think she gave him a $20 tip, which is it doesn't happen. Alright? That doesn't happen. And he didn't do anything other than drive it there. Which, this was a delivery that was right down the street, a good 5 minutes away. So, have that. She called us when she got it. She's like, thank you so much for making it. I told the delivery driver to split it with you guys, because you guys worked so hard to get it to me. Thank you so much. She was a doll. Genuinely a doll. Loved her. No, my delivery driver never split it with us. So that was fucking rough. But yeah, communication sucks in a lot of workplaces. And if your workplace doesn't have good communication, fucking leave. Just leave. It's not worth it, honestly. That's all for my rant today. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to Broke. Like this video. Yeah. See you next time on the shit show. Bye.